All right, we're here on the platform. Let's take a look at my dashboard. We'll go through some of the data first, and then we will go into some of the card sales. Also, I did run my first promotion that was not considered like the Black Friday one that everyone gets. So I have some data on that too. So first over here, items inventory, 5,042. Technically, I could upgrade my COMC account now, $50 a month. I don't pay a penny fee every month for cards that are like under 250, I think. I don't think it's worth it yet until I scale my inventory a little bit more, but I do have that option. Total asking price is about 31,000, and total sales, we're approaching 20K. So should hit 20K in total sales after May, assuming that my stats and how my portfolio in general is doing doesn't completely tank. Items sold almost 3,000, and yeah, so there are those type of stats. Let's go into some other seller stats. So we'll take a look at both month and year. So year wise, we'll start off with that. So I've sold $13,149.48, 2219 cards sold. And if you look over 2023, I've tripled the amount that have sold. And to be fair, I didn't really start till late 2023. And I've done extremely well the sales over that time period too. And we go over here to these monthly stats. So take a look at this. So I'd really say August is that first month that I started. I first learned about COMC in August, and I sold one card for a flip for $5. I wish I stayed with it, but lesson learned. June, some of the cards started populating that I dropped off at the National, I want to say. Or maybe that was before the National. No, the National's in July, so I take back what I say. August was when some of the cards started trickling in from the National, $125 for 41, and then you can see it just started ramping up, minus October, which I didn't price cards, and then November, December did really well. So April 2577.88 was my total sales, which is down, right? If you take a look at March 37, February 3000, January 37, but if you look at numbers sold, 550, 621, 544, there's a few reasons for that I think this is down a little bit. So first off on here, I started selling a lot more cheaper stuff, and probably not the best approach to do. At the end of the day, right, you want to keep flipping cards on your account, but I should be looking for something that's a little bit more expensive. But stuff does add up. And I also ran a promo. Now, I only had 10% off on my cards, so it won't make that big of a difference between 37 and 25 based off the 10% promo. But that does impact this total sales number specifically. So just something to call out on there. I didn't have any new cards also added to my account in April. I do have a few thousand cards I need to still send into COMC. And if you guys want to see that into a video, let me know. We can just go through that. But regardless, I think once those few thousand cards populate, sales will continue to thrive again, which I'm excited about. But let me go back over here, and I want to show, or actually go back to my dashboard. I want to show you guys my promotion. So promotion manager, I think that's where this is going to be at. Okay, so I ran a sale over here. I just called it sale V2, and I sold 196 cards through a sale. I started at 413, and then it ended 424. So I ran it for specifically 11 days, and let's see, $755 with 196. So overall, I think it was a pretty successful sale, but yeah, I mean, 196 cards at $755 definitely added up into what's going on. And you can see, like, if you want to create a promotion, that's $1 for up to 10,000 items and 1% of the asking price, which isn't too bad, but you do have to remember you are still taking a certain percentage off your cards. I marked mine down, I want to say 10%. So you still have that minus 10%, and then you still have that additional 1% on top. So something just to note with that side of things on the sales. Remember, COMC, I think, takes 5% normally from a sale. So factor that into your margins. I do want to find a better way to reprice cards, because I feel like I have a lot of cards on my account that just are a little bit higher than the cheapest copy. So if I reprice those, I think I would get more sales coming through. But with 5,000 cards, it's a long, laborious task. So I have to figure something out with that side of things, and maybe I'll share that on the channel once I figure that out. Okay, so let's go over back to my dashboard, and what we'll take a look at is some of the sales. Now, I'm not going to go through every card that sales. That's sold. I've sold over 500 cards. So what I'm going to do instead is show you some of the highlights. So, and I'll call it a few things. So vintage basketball, I started dabbling a little bit into. So George Gervin's a bigger name, 72 cents into $1.06. Pretty good margin there. Steve Nash, 75 and 94, 2 to 231, 9 to 1065 on this Acuna. Super liquid card. Max Scherzer, 422 to 542. Longoria, Tampa Bay Rays, $1 to $1.35. Stuff like this, I probably shouldn't buy as much, but 30 cents into 41. It didn't really take too long. Yeah, it's a good percentage, but like 10 cents isn't gonna scale your account by any means like that. Cal Ripken, 385 to 556, which is pretty nice there. Mookie Betts, 694 to 948. Nomo, $2 to 6. That's a pretty big flip right there. Definitely will take that. Essentially tripled there. Ken Griffey, 59.69. Alan Page, 254 to 333. So you can see, like, I do pretty well on some of the margins. $1.40 to 285 on that Ortiz. This was, I think, all pre-sale. Once the sale happened, though, I did accept some offers too. I think there are going to be some cards I took some losses on, or like the margin was way lower. So I'll take a look at that soon. 50 to $1.08, which is really good on there. Hakeem, 16 to 2043. $1 to $1.72. 205 to 258. This wasn't much, 5 cents, but I don't even remember when I picked that up. This was a nice one. Ryan Zimmerman, gold rookie. Zimmerman won't be a Hall of Famer, but he's a famous national. 950 to 1638. I still remember pulling an autograph card of his as a kid. I was like a 2006 or 07 product, like pretty early in his career, and I was so happy with that. That was back when I ripped the modern packs. But Bucky Dent, 240 to 356. This guy, I believe, was the perfect game, 420 to 490. Something I took an offer on. I had it priced higher, but at the same time, it's not the most liquid card. And let's see. Stuff like this, Mize, 13 cents into 19 cents. Is it really worth my time to do that? Probably not. But again, it was probably through a seller that had a bunch of stuff. I did accept an offer on these Julio Rodriguez. I believe, if I remember correctly, his stats aren't that well this year. But, it is. You got to keep selling. David Wright, printing plate. Wow, I didn't even realize I sold that. I picked that up pretty fast. I saw it on here at like $25 or whatever, $21, and sold it for 47. That was a really fast flip on there. Let's keep going through. 1935 UTC. I've sold a lot of these. I've picked up quite a bit in the past, but they trickle through. $3.80. I do have a lot more vintage boxing to add in here. Shakespeare sold for $19. Let's keep going through. I'm not too familiar with either of these boxers, but it's a famous set. The ATC's $17. Probably about right in that set wise. Michael Jordan's 60 cents into 80 cents. Austin Matthews. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Not the best shape. If it was in better shape, I'd keep this card, but you can see it's surrounded. This is like a 1.5, $4. Probably could have priced it a little bit higher, but whatever. Donnie Baseball, $30 to $35, which is pretty nice there. Some Tatums, 1015 to 1232 is good. 1180 to 1237 is a little cheap. I think that was another one that I accepted an offer on, but just to move that inventory. Jim Cott Bazooka, I didn't realize they still had that, $20 to $44. The bazookas tend to be a little bit tougher to find, and when you double your money, you're happy with that. Yaddy, $16 to $23 on there. Then we'll go through some 1986s, 74 to 109. And we're looking at 421 still. So we still have a bit to go through. This one at 52 cents to 54. This was probably during my sale. So not much there at all. 280 to 337. A 9 to 19. I will take that in the Josh Hamilton all day long. Blake Griffin, 81 to 83. I believe he retired, but again, this was during some of the sales, 75 to 79. Sometimes you're happy just to break even on stuff that isn't moving. That's money back into the account. Sold some Kershaw cards. Really, this was a bad the sale right there. I mean, I made what, 855 to 887 for how much money that was put in that card. So 1302 to 1521. Let's keep going through, see if there's anything really big that pops. And 192 to 275 on that Barry Sanders. Nolan Ryan added a buck on that side of things. Ken Griffey Jr. 270 to 4. Going through. I want to see where these losses are, but sold some more of these team slabs. I knew they would eventually sell. 17 bucks, 18 bucks. I want to say I paid between like $12 and $15 for each of these for some specific ones. So let's see, 848 at 11 bucks. Jordan, $4, 444. Kobe, 451, 441. Roy Holiday, rest in peace over there. Tiger, 533, and Daryl Strawberry, another Kershaw that sold. Let's see, Ronnie Lott rookie card. Nice 5 cents or 6 cents on there that I made. Reggie Miller, another Julio Rodriguez, CC Sabathia, nice little flip there. $1.29. Something added to the site. Acquisition date 12/3, so it took about 4 months on that card. I guess should have been talking about some of the acquisition dates on some of the stuff. This Jackie Robinson I've had, I feel like, forever. $1.40 into $1.69. And the other thing, here's one that we lost money on. Derek Jeter StarQuest Green, $1.04, and came back with $1. Yeah, that was not a good buy, and it just wasn't a liquid card. So 214 to 313 in that Paul Pierce. Mookie Betts, move these again. That card always does really well with me. And like, if you go in here, should probably buy more Mookies on here. But such a good player. I have it loading up. I'll take a Josh Hamilton, 12 cents into 33 cents. Otani barely made a little bit, but $20.80 at 23.51. Soto, 460 to 627. Michael Jordan, this was nice. 980. Oh, this was not nice. 980 into 1064. Not much on there. That was a little bit higher first. Misread it. Made 10 cents on this Bowman Chrome Draft Autograph 42410. No idea who that is either. But we'll keep going. Mike Gartner, 3 to 550. That was a nice one. Will Myers, $4 to 1014. I saw the Will Myers refractor auto, and I was like, that seems cheap at $4, and it seemed right. Let's keep going through anything else that really stands out. Some more Stolework sales. Another boxing card. Wade Boggs. Fred McGriff rookie. Barry Bonds. I lost money on that Leaf slideshow, 75 into 62. Again, not a huge loss, but they do add up. Here's the Mookie Betts, by the way. I have one at $9.99. The next cheapest $13.25. You know what? I'm gonna manage that price. There we go. I can't believe I was $3 less and no one tried buying my card. A little tip for you guys. Sometimes someone will undercut you, but I think at $3 it's worth a shot. Just increasing that a little bit. Okay, I lost money with this Derek Jeter, $6 and $5.90 out, and you can see all of these are priced up again. Oh boy, and it's a super liquid card, so I don't know why I priced it really low, but I guess this was through my deal, or like I made a bulk deal with someone, and they ended up purchasing it. So it happens, but. Brady into $14 essentially. I lost some money on these Brady's, $1.34, $1.34. Brady fan purchased those, and $2.91 Brady, $1.59. You just can't be negative on all your stuff. This was actually a funny buy. So this 1956 Berra, look at how bad that card is. Now most people are gonna say like, I'll never buy that card, but look, I bought it for $12. I got it out for $17. It's missing a whole section of the card, but someone will always want to have a Berra. Bobby Richardson, $8 to $12, and we're only halfway through this month. Let me see if there's anything else that's like really worth noting on this page. Otherwise, I'm gonna skip through. Demetrius Johnson. I took a loss on that card. I paid more than that in general, but let's see. These are all just cheap stuff. Nothing really too spectacular. Ricky Henderson, number to 25. Sold that for 35 bucks. That was a pretty nice one. Grover Cleveland. This was rated a poor on here. There's like scratches and stuff like that. 33 bucks. These caramels are always really popular. And Joe DiMaggio, $1.20 to $2.61. I think these are pretty cool cards on there. And Roberto Clemente, 49 to 59. $5 on this Boyer, Santo, and Mays. Chickle Skybirds. This was pretty damaged, but yeah, ended up getting about $5 on that one. This was about not too bad. Albert Bells, that sold. And then Mike Piazza, that sold as well. 93 Finest, always a very popular set. Tilden 8 Sterling Banks, 270 to 333. Clemente, these, I don't even know how to pronounce them, but I'll just say the TCMA sets. Garcia Parra, 10 to 13, 30 feet. 10 to 13.53. Shah of Persia, $50 on that one for the World Sovereigns. Bought that a long time ago. Michael Jordan. Eddie Murray bat from 2001. That's when you know stuff was actually game used. Let's see. Jack Dempsey, $1.10 to $2.51. Postcard on there. Elvis Andrus, Black Refractor. Had this one forever, I felt like, but actually it was just January. Made 37 cents on that. Aerosmith, $3.49 to $5.70. George Brett, 45 to 50. Not much there. Mookie Betts, $3. Soda, $3 there. Cards that never were. Koufax. Future Stars. I thought it was cards. I'm like, wait, there's always a 55 Koufax. Why was that? Easy to miss this stuff sometimes when you're recording. Sam Mills, 85 USFL, $4 made on that one. And yeah, maybe I'll do another video and just showing my inventory and stuff like that, and maybe repricing. I think it'd be interesting to do. But you can kind of see my strategy. Make 50 cents to $1 on a bunch of cards, make the sales. It adds up. Joe Namath, $20 to $24. Mahomes, 28 to 33. Jeters, 49 cents. $1 made on that one. Harper, 36 cents and $1.60. I took a chance on that one. I thought it was a little bit rare. Kobe, 17 to 21. Another 32 Caramel Haze, $28 on that copy. Griffey Mother's Cookies, $9. And let's click those three dots here. 80 cents. Joe Burrow, $2 made on that one. Also, while I'm going through this stuff, if you do have a COMC portfolio, let me know because I am always purchasing stuff. Wagner, $12.92 to $17.10. 13 to 15 on that Ernie Banks. $8.96 to $11.40 on that David Robinson on 4-2. Bryce Harper, $3.15 to $3.69. Another Harper, $14 to $20. And we are almost at the very end. 24 to 28. Well, it ended up being 26.60 on that 52 Mize. Let's see, probably one more page. And I do hope you guys enjoy these videos. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe it to the channel. Nolan Ryan, Urlacher, Chrome Rookie, Einstein, Jasmatzi, $79 into $93. And Michael Jordan Z-Force on there. And our first sale was this Gary Payton 255 at 2.2.